Just a few minutes before the kickoff. An ambience truly worthy of a football match. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a very big round of applause for the French team. The French Butchery Team is proudly making its way onto the field. World champion. Our musketeers are here to defend their title against a challenge from 11 other nations. The Greek team is in the place. Greeks, South Africans, or Italians. And we're certainly not just here to participate. We're here with a purpose to make a splash. Let's go. Let's go. We'll get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Beginning with a beef carcass, a pig, and an entire lamb. Each team is required to craft approximately 100 culinary creations, these little masterpieces, employing every part of the meat from the whole animal. Of the 6 members of the French team, 3 come from one butcher shop. Olivier, the owner. Yeah, it's awesome. It's not that wild, we'll say, but his son, Lucas, 21, top apprentice in France. And Joseph, one of the staff. After a marathon of 3 hours and 15 minutes, they will know if they are still world champions. To win this match, they have been preparing for months. This competitive spirit was born in this butcher shop, one of the largest in France. Olivier Bell manages it together with his brother. He begins his day at 5 o'clock in the morning by arranging the display. How many meters of shelves need to be filled? 40 meters, easy. All the little annexes we have around add up to about 50 meters. It takes 3 hours to arrange the 1,000 items in the display window. In the busy workshop, 50 employees and 20 apprentices diligently cut, slice, and prepare 600 kilos of meat for sale during the day. Olivier pays his employees 10% more than hypermarkets, totaling 2,000 euros gross, reflecting the price of expertise. Butchery is alive. You really need to understand the codes. It seems like meat doesn't come in packs of sugar or boxes of biscuits. In this town of 5,000 residents between Lyon and Saint-Étienne, there were once 12 butcher shops. As of today, only 2 are left. Hello there, my dear. I'd love to get a loaf of bread, please. To survive, Olivier has learned to adapt. The prices are not higher than in a hypermarket, thanks to the volume of goods sold. 2.59 euros for the water roast. Will that suit you like this? Moreover, the world champs show customers the special creations made for the last competition. Ribeye steak with a foie gras roll. On logs made of savory sponge cake, olive and mushroom stuffing, and sausage meat. That simply need to be baked in the oven. Olivier's passion stemmed from his father, André, who was the one that established the shop. Hello, come on, girl. Yes, it's going. At 71 years old, he's having trouble letting go. We'll move a little further from there. Yes, that's my plan. Gain a spot first. We'll make the spot first. No, move up a spot. The bread, you can gather it. You can gain at least 7 lengths. More have arrived. No, really, it's fine. Just do as I instructed you. Don't worry. I'm quite used to it. Not long ago, I began. Wouldn't retiring be better? You know, home isn't easy. You know, there are certain days when we just don't realize it. But yes, no, I do genuinely want to come. I really enjoy it too. It's my job. Butchery is truly a balance for me. André, the son of a small farmer, learns the trade of butchery, and then goes on to open his own shop at the age of 25 with his wife Thérèse. Barely 20 square meters at the start, but they will keep expanding. When their 2 sons took over the business about 9 years ago, they managed to quadruple the size of the store once again. Today, Thérèse and André have built a dynasty of champions. But to claim excellence, you must know how to choose the finest animals. a know-how that is passed down from generation to generation. The family buys 3,500 animals each year. André still negotiates himself every week with the breeders. Today, he's going to give a lesson to Lucas, his grandson, who has been working for 2 years in the family butcher shop. Ah, hey, hi, Dede. How are you? It's his priest. Frank Chazalon raises Maisin's tender beef cattle. It's truly one of the 3 unique French breeds that benefit from a protected designation of origin due to their exceptional quality of meat. It takes 30 months to fully raise them. They are exclusively fed with hay sourced from the local mountainous regions. We have a lot of aggression there. There, the little crease will also start to form here. Even though Lucas is an important player for the French team, he still has some notable shortcomings when it comes to feeling cows' behinds. That's the thickness of my meat, the musk's thickness. Then there's a fat blend. There, you see. And then you have a layer of fat underneath. The thicker the musk, the thicker the fairy pole. Your granddad's advice is gold. Well, sure. He knows his stuff. Well, I'm not quite there yet. But I'm listening. I'm listening. By buying directly from the farmer, André cuts out the middlemen and thus gets better prices. Rare occurrence, he agreed to let us film the negotiation. You know, you need to make a bit of an effort. You'll need to do them on your side as well. You'll need to do them on your side as well. I'm introducing you to some animals. I've rarely sold you any like these. I don't have a memory. You have. A selective memory. You have a very selective memory. Are you feeling fulfilled? I was thinking, this one deserves a bit more, but it would take about 10 euros. It pulled me a bit, but I can't. Prices are negotiated per kilo, and all arguments are valid. I don't know, we can't go. And in this city, we can't open. I know, if we're from the regions a little bit. In a Stéphanois, that's not quite everything, I mean. This one needs to be placed. It wouldn't function anymore. Yes, that one, no, it wouldn't be any good now. It's a bit more expensive for us, though. You don't know. You know what we'll do. We'll split the difference. 8 euros for both. And then the others, 6 euros. Come on. We call it the deal. The peach is with us. What does that mean? It means it's a comp. There's no paper. There's nothing. A moral contract. The family purchased today 7 cows for a total of 20,000 euros. The breeder is delighted. These are people who showcase our products. It's really something extraordinary. World champions don't come to my barn every day. First, Lucas and his father need to manage to retain their title. It is now 4 in the morning. The World Championship is in 3 weeks. In Olivier's butcher shop, which is still closed, the only real conditions training will take place. The 3 other members of the French team made the trip. All are meilleurs ouvriers de France. They were selected, like the rest of the group, via resume by the French Butchery Confederation. 1. Put it down now, we have 3:15. Come on, let's go. All right, let's go. Let's get moving. Come on, there's no time to waste here. You need to have the buffet set up in a maximum of 15 minutes. 10! That would be great. You have 40 minutes left. You need to hurry up. Jean-Michel Bonvat, their coach, has won Best Craftsman in France 3 times. Broth, bread. All right. The rules are strict. You must use all the meat from the 3 carcasses and fill this buffet that is 7 meters long. With butcher's classics, like this melon-stuffed lamb shoulder, or more surprising creations, like this pork, salmon, and panna cotta dessert. You'll need to make the white thinner, Jojo. Half as thin as that. It's not good, the smudges, that's too thick. We'll buy a salmon cut lengthwise to go all the way around, in one go. We'll save time, it'll be finer and nicer. Their creativity is judged. There really isn't time. Most of the recipes were developed by Olivier and his son Lucas, who found their inspiration from pastry chefs. It's mushroom stuffing with a cloak, 2-3 herbs. I think I might lean more towards being a pastry chef rather than a butcher. Butchery is not only about having fewer people working as butchers, but rather it's about those who labor tirelessly like donkeys. It's innovation. Aesthetics. It's all that. A few minutes before the end of the challenge, the expert comes to take a look. And for once, André looks impressed. It's a macaron, right? A savory macaron with beef and crème fraîche, to be enjoyed raw like a tartare. You think that could work, a meat macaron? Of course it could work, of course. Yes? Yes, that could work. There is also the meat heart sushi and those from Limpe. My grandfather. It's beautiful to see this. It feels like we haven't missed our case, our life, because there is continuity. There you go. That's it for us, it's huge. There you go. It's very uplifting. Lucas's sushi and the final preparation placed on this buffet. Eclairs, meat popsicles, and the well-known famous logs. The team finished on time, even a few minutes early. As for me, I don't need to recharge anymore. However, the champions are far from being fully satisfied. There are still numerous technical errors remaining. When it pops like that, are the biscuits dry? No, he didn't have time to make them. Putting it in the freezer will rehydrate it, so it won't crack anymore. All right. The butchers have just a few days remaining to sharpen their skills and strive to keep their prestigious title of world champion. After Australia 2 years ago, it's Northern Ireland hosting this international competition this year. 3 days before the event, Lucas and the other candidates are already hard at work. Inside this truck, all the ingredients necessary for the tricolor recipes, except the meat, which is provided by the organizers. There are also their dishes, their knives, their tools, totaling 400 kilograms of equipment that cross the channel. Travel and hotel expenses are taken care of by the French Butchery Confederation and a variety of different sponsors. They are 180,000 euros. No, that's it. No, 619. They'll sort things in their room. Any on you? No, it's Art. It comes first. We took a wrong turn, if they find it. Not entirely sure, as you live in the... Wait a moment. It's at A carton, hatch. Macaron. There's a little one, isn't there? Lucas organized a military setup with a box for each dish, where he stores all the ingredients needed for the recipe. Parmesan to go with it, capers and salad. Then we'll add the container. Everything's there. 100 boxes total. Everyone manages to save time, find a faster solution, and try to outdo others. After the food has been sorted, it will be stored in a cold room while waiting for the competition. But there are still a few ingredients missing that the team will have a hard time finding on site. One full day before the contest, Olivier is joined by his wife and their daughter. They arrived the day before in Belfast, but Corinne, his wife, does not sleep with him. The coach suggested this, similar to top athletes, to avoid disrupting his team's focus and concentration. Time to cross. The day's urgency is finding famous missing ingredients, especially shrimp. You notice the Espelette pepper hanging there. No fishmonger anywhere nearby at all. The family tries their luck in this delicatessen. But they're missing the essentials, the vocabulary. How do you actually say that, shrimps? It's you, and then shrimps again. Shrimp, shrimp, we don't have any left. We don't make them. What's he saying? No, not today. It's not a good day today. Friday, certainly. Is there someone who speaks French here? Richard? Who speaks French? Are you cooking? Oh yes, I've heard about that. The merchant who wants to help them. He even calls wholesalers he knows. Let me check. Without any success, until finally remembering he still has some shellfish stored in his freezer. Frozen tiger prawns, I found those in my freezer. In case you don't have anything else. We always manage to understand each other through conversing, often using our hands. Ah, the winners. It truly is awesome. That's great. Long live France. Long live France. Come on, good luck. Well, we did a little shopping. It was right here in this Belfast shipyard that the Titanic was constructed in 1909. It is also here that the World Butchery Championship takes place, at the Titanic Center. The 12 teams are in the starting blocks. This time, the French absolutely can't afford any mistakes. First operation, installing the very fragile statue of Neptune, made in Greece from port. She requested 500 hours of work. It's the replica of the one from the Palace of Versailles, the theme they chose to impress the judges. Yes, it's to add the statue. These 5 judges, all volunteers, will roam during events to judge the teams. Among them, a Frenchman, Fabien Michel. A butcher as well, he has to note 130 criteria. The way the meat is cut, the thickness of the slices, the originality of the buffets, but also the cleanliness of the steins. Fabien makes sure all the meat from the carcasses is well used. He even goes as far as checking the trash. For example, these are trimmings. The meat trimmings here are very, very red. These are the parts we can eat. The top is a bit dry, but underneath it's really fresh. So these are really the pieces that are too thick. That's less in weight. We could specifically turn them into sausages, much like the Americans do with their meat. They're really quite large, don't you think? Great nation, big fellow, enormous appetite. Every country competes with creativity to really make an impression. Americans tend to have a rather rustic taste, mainly preferring ground meat or cuts that are ideal for grilling. New Zealanders, they go for a bucolic style. It's a pork tulip topped with some plum powder.
The Italians proudly highlight their glorious past with this Parmesan Colosseum filled to the brim with meat.
A refined appetizer for the Germans. Minced beef with schnapps and ice cream cone with tartar. You need to check if there's a harmony with all the dishes. Overall, that's actually quite good. There's not a whole lot to say. For their first participation, the Bulgarians decide to keep it simple. They drew the map of their country. You can guess a mountain shaped like a leg of lamb, and a river of art. For this contest, the Irish have forgotten their old quarrel. Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland are on the same team. They are offering a 100% Irish buffet, Angus beef sculpture, mini burger with an Irish flag, and beef shaped like a pint of Guinness.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I kindly have your attention, please? You now have just exactly 1 hour remaining.
And 18 minutes. 1 hour and 18 minutes left. Let's go, guys! After 2 hours of enduring the test, fatigue is really starting to set in among the Blues. Look, put the cover on. Oh, it's great. Where do you put it? That's really good. Is this for the last beast of the law or not? But they're managing to get back on track. With just a few minutes left before the end of the challenge, their extravagant Versailles feast with Marie Antoinette's delicate macarons and Louis XIV's sun tart are finally ready. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Not bad at all. We're fully set up and everything is in place as we meticulously planned. With thorough preparation and precise execution, we managed to deploy successfully. We completed all the technical tasks required. It's satisfying to see everything arranged perfectly, and we're genuinely happy with how it all came together beautifully in the end. It was worth the effort. Subsequently, there's something exciting. The judges are going to select 3 specialties from each table, and then they will proceed to cook and taste them carefully. Then they will deliberate in private. All other supplies will be given to humanitarian organizations. After 3 hours of deliberation, results will be announced at the Titanic Center conventions. The butchers traded their aprons for 3-piece suits. The moment has come to unveil who truly are the finest butchers across the world. Stepping up as the winner, Ireland. France finishes just off the podium behind Australia, New Zealand, and Ireland. For the next championship, Olivier and Lucas have decided to pass the torch to other enthusiasts to proudly represent the art of French butchery.